When he gives you advice or he gives you a suggestion or a solution and you completely disregard what he says, and he's like, okay, fine, do what you want, I'm not going to sin on us, right? And then you hear someone else give that exact same advice, that exact same suggestion, and then you accept it from them. That starts off as very frustrating, but again, it can lead to something
quickly
much
escalate.
bigger,
Quickly
right?
escalate.
And one of the reasons why it is annoying and it can be considered disrespectful is because it's you pretty much telling him that you don't think he's qualified to give you the advice.
Preach, baby, preach. Listen, man, if you with a nigga and you trust your nigga, you gotta trust his fucking word. You gotta trust his movements. You gotta trust his provisions. These shits ain't put out there for no reason. You chose this guy. Like, I don't get it. This man could do everything else. You'll tell him to go provide, go to work, put his freedom at risk every time he step out the door. You know what I mean? I'm obviously speaking about, the minorities, the black men. We could put our life on the line for you, but when we make a decision you won't follow, like, what the fuck going on?
You don't believe that he is adequate enough to say whatever it is he's saying. You trust whatever this other person is saying much more than you trust what he is saying, which is wrong because that's your man. Y'all lay in the bed together.
Exactly.
You are vulnerable with him. You tell him everything. He knows everything about you. That's the one that's in your corner. So make sure you are not doing this one, ladies. It can't make your man feel like he just doesn't have a place in your life.
And then he gonna fuck your friend. See, this is the thing. If y'all notice, y'all friends be all into what your nigga saying. All into it. Think about it. How many of y'all got friends and y'all tell them something that y'all man said and they be like, but he was right, or, he wasn't lying. Like, they kind of like not on your side. Yeah, because they want that type of nigga. They'll fuck your nigga and he'll fuck them. Why? Because they different from you. A person that'll choose a nigga, act like you for a nigga, but when the nigga trying to make the decisions and lead in a relationship, you not allowing him to. You trying to demasculate the nigga. You want the nigga to be a female. So when he acts like a female and has an outburst or an emotional minor setback, or not minor, major setback, and go fuck one of your friends or fuck another bitch that's showing him love, now you tight. She listened to him though. She listened to what he got to say. She takes his advice. She takes his suggestions and takes heed to him. But you don't. You want to question everything he say, but then you will hear something from the next nigga or the next female, predominantly the next nigga, and you'll take the advice from him. It's like when you tell your girl, like, you need to relax, you need to breathe more, you need to let that shit go, and she don't listen to you, but then y'all go to like couples therapy or some shit, and the therapist say the same thing, and they be like, you right, I should do that. Bitch, I just told you this. But you ain't want to listen from me. You ain't want to take that advice from me, but you'll take it from this person you don't even fucking know. Not the person that's been holding you down side by side, going through all the trials and tribulations with you. You won't listen to that person, but you're going to listen to this person you paying to tell you whatever you want to hear. How does that even fucking make sense?
Like, if you're more willing to listen to someone else and follow the lead and the guidance and the instruction of someone else, and they are saying the exact same thing that...
Lead, guidance, instruction. That's what your man is there for. Like, you can't tell a nigga, oh, I just want you to lead us to the movies and lead us to outings, but don't lead me nowhere else. Bitch, beat it. Fuck is you talking
He's
about?
saying, then it's like, what is the point of him being there? You know what I mean? Like, what value does he have?
This black woman is so fucking smart, and I know she married. I know for a fact she married because she got an understanding on what men want. She got an understanding on what she wants. She knows you get in a relationship, this shit ain't just one way. This shit goes a two-way street. You know what I mean? She does her part, he does his. But as a man, our job is to lead. Our job is to put us in a position to thrive. Our job is to problem solve. If you have a problem, we want to solve it. If we can't solve it, we want to have suggestions on how to solve it. Come up, brainstorm, figure it out. But if you're not going to listen to the results that we get after we, do the analysis and come up with a consensus or an answer, and you're not even going to listen, but you're going to listen to the next nigga that say the same thing or the next bitch that say the same thing, you might as well be with them and let me go rock. Ain't these the facts?